a lot of the reporting, a lot of the stories that had been told about the Tavistock, that there was like a fast track into puberty blockers and all of those stories that they weren't true. That's not the story I heard.
But do you want to tell people, in effect, the sort of the arc of what happened over the 6 episodes and who you spoke to? I know it'll take a couple of minutes, but I think it's useful.
Yeah. So what we thought was most important at the beginning was that when I went and read every report that had been done and all the paperwork that's out there and all the reporting that was out there, I felt I don't know the Tavistock story. I don't know what happened inside for the people who were being treated there and who were working there. I hadn't heard that story. So I felt it was really important to kind of go to the Tavistock and say, will you share your story? But on a basis that wasn't any kind of special access or kind of like there was no deal done. We just wanted to kind of hear what happened. So the kind of central thing we had was an interview with Polly Carmichaels, the clinical director at GIDS, which is the clinic that's relevant at the Tavistock. And we did about 6 interviews over about 9 hours. Is that right, Katie? Where we went over, and she will say we went over and over and over. And we talked about it. But the central kind of question we were getting at is who gets the blockers and who doesn't. Like, how do you decide? How do you know what the right thing is for each individual child? And I think what you learn through the series is a lot of the reporting, a lot of the stories that had been told about the Tavistock, that there was like a fast track into puberty blockers and all of those stories that they weren't true. That's not the story I heard. I heard a story about a clinic that was incredibly thoughtful, incredibly exploratory, very different approaches. I think lots of different people had different experiences within the Tavistock. And I think that was disrupted by shortages and then very long waiting lists and lots of different experiences. But I felt like we got to a better version of the truth, which is not kind of an ideologically riven organisation, but an organisation trying to keep its head in amongst a culture war that was just getting louder and louder and louder. And I don't think it managed to keep its head at all times. But I don't think it was fast-tracking people to puberty blockers in the way that it's been accused.
Well, it was accused of both things, wasn't it? It was accused of fast-tracking and being...
And then blocking.
Slow,
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. To see our latest videos, head on over to our channel and don't forget to subscribe.